Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the Stock Medics. I'm Courtney Thomas. Today, we're going to talk about Bitcoin and the situation with Bitcoin. This weekend, I had the pleasure of going to the Bitcoin convention in Miami. We spent time on Miami Beach. It was an amazing thing to see. People were everywhere. The economy is indeed opening up. I want to talk about my conversation with Steve Ehrlich from Voyager. We talked about ransomware and security for the companies. Also, we talked about the debit card, when that may be coming. And we'll talk about all of that right after the intro. Welcome back to another episode of Stock Medic. This weekend, we spent the weekend, me and the team, in Miami at the Bitcoin convention. It was an awesome time to have. Before I go any further, I want to thank Lieutenant Cindy Brown for making the connection. I want to thank Beth for being such a gracious host, and Steve Ehrlich for putting it all together, being so gracious with his time to talk to us, the Stock Medics, about Bitcoin security, about ransomware. We'll get into that later on. But what is going on with Bitcoin, folks? The convention was awesome. The predictions are 250,000 in 2022 for Bitcoin or higher. Don't lose hope for Bitcoin. I know Bitcoin's been going down a lot. I know the chart looks scary. A lot of you guys are selling out, but I'm telling you, the whales are buying whatever you're selling. Let's get into it. President of El Salvador on June 5th just announced that they're going to be switching to Bitcoins for their currency. Now you got to think about this. This is a country, and the president, the leader of this country, wants to switch to a cryptocurrency for their official currency. And other countries as well are thinking about this. So I want you to think. You have corporations buying cryptocurrency. MicroStrategy recently, as early as soon as today, announced that they're going to buy $400 million worth of cryptocurrency. And they were oversubscribed because some of the other hedge funds who won in got in with them. So you have the hedge funds buying in. You have MicroStrategy saying they want to buy more Bitcoins. You have countries switching to Bitcoin, but the price of Bitcoin is falling. There's something wrong with this picture, folks. You got to think. I could see the chart. The chart's falling. Bitcoins are going down. I know who's selling. Retail's selling. You guys are selling. And the whales are just buying them up. Consider, why you got into this cryptocurrency space in the first place. Hold your Bitcoins. Look for levels that you can buy more. I'll pull up this chart. We'll look at what's really going on. We'll look at support levels and where you should consider buying more Bitcoin versus selling. Bitcoin's down $281. And it's been going down here since May. It made a top of 64,000 in May and pretty much has been just going down the whole time. But there is a strong support level here, very strong support, as you can see here, around the 30,000 area. If for some reason it breaks the 30,000 area, then 25,000 would be your next support level. Great place to buy. And if it breaks 25,000, 20,000, I guarantee you if it gets to 20,000, it won't stay there long because these guys are going to come in and scoop up every Bitcoin you sell. So hold on to your Bitcoin. There's a fantastic time right now for Bitcoin. We're at the convention. Everybody was excited about it. The people who are in the know, they weren't considered selling. There were no FUD going on at the convention. No fear, no uncertainty, no doubt. They're pretty sure of where Bitcoin is going. So hold on to your coins. So while we were at the Bitcoin convention in beautiful Miami, Florida, first of all, the people were awesome. The food was amazing. We had a great time. There was crowds around the line. Around the corner, there was crowds. It was an amazing thing to be a part of. I want to thank everybody who were just so nice and so gracious to us. While we were there, I came up on a dumpster. The thing was probably 30-yard dumpster, and it was filled with these things. These are Venezuelan $50 bills, filled to the top with these things. There's people all around. One guy couldn't reach. He asked me to get him some. Okay? Fiat currency, my friends, they're printing more and more of it every day. Let's be careful. Let's know what we're doing. The Bitcoin addresses since 2010 has done nothing but gone up. We should be holding on to our Bitcoins. We should be buying more at these support levels. So while at the convention as well, spoke with Steve Ehrlich. He was so gracious with his time, gave us an interview, But we were at an after party, which he invited us to. We had some great meals, good pizza, but there was music in the background, But, I asked him two questions. I want to talk about ransomware and Bitcoin being blamed for ransomware. And I also wanted to talk, because I know a lot of you guys want to know about the debit card. We talked about the debit card. Steve said that's going to be coming pretty soon. He also said about the ransomware that companies should consider improving their security, improving their online security. Companies, governments, industries should consider improving their security and not blame Bitcoin. So here's a clip of that video with my conversation with Steve Ehrlich in Miami, Florida this weekend.
Cover for what the more important points are.
Right.
First point is shouldn't we be focusing on the security? Why are people getting hacked?
Exactly.
Shouldn't they be spending more time and dollars? Let's take the oil hacks. We should be spending more time, companies more time on the security aspect of their business, not blaming cryptocurrency. It's an easy place to put blame instead of looking at themselves internally and saying, how could we do things better?
Exactly, I totally agree.
And then the third piece of that is, who's committing these ransomware attacks? And why isn't our government, and why isn't anyone trying to stop them? Because we know where they're coming from.
We know where they're coming from.
They're not coming from the U.S. They're coming from countries that we think are really are allies to us. And they're not allies.
They're not allies. Nope. They've never been our allies.
Nope, they've never been. But we think it's really important that we have a great relationship with Putin and with the Chinese leaders. And we think we should. Meanwhile, they're setting up shops in each of those countries.
Exactly.
Hiring people to go try to attack U.S. businesses.
They're putting together hacking teams.
Yep, absolutely.
Right? And coming at us. They've been doing it for years.
Yep. And we sit and we say the problem is cryptocurrency. They would ask for pumpkins if they can get it.
Exactly.
If that's what they think they can turn into money, that's what they're going to do. It doesn't matter. Crypto is just an easy one for people to blame.
Exactly. Totally agree. And it works better, right? So they need to upgrade their system and upgrade their security. So focus on that.
Yes, I think that's the main point of this is every U.S. company and maybe every global company needs to have security people in place to protect. And that's companies like ours, that's financial services companies, that's hospitals, that's any company that has PII, personal information, and has financial information, or can realize that the attack of their systems can affect a lot of people. You need to put security in place.
This is true. So the other thing that our people, at least half of our group, uses the Voyager app.
That is great to hear. I love that. Thank you for all that support. I appreciate it.
Right?
That's awesome.
So my people want to know, when's the debit card coming?
Okay, so a couple of things.
Yes.
One is we're working on scaling the system, as we've been saying. We're pretty darn close. We're getting really good. We have 1.6 million users. We believe the system can now handle 3 to 4 times that. So we're working on the debit card. I actually have a mock of the debit card.
Okay.
My marketing team said, no way am I giving this to you.
Okay.
Because you're going to show it to everybody this weekend. And so I have it. So it's probably a few months away for us to get it to market. So we're super excited by it. Because think about it, the banks are paying no interest, and we're paying 9% with USDC. Right. It's a great way for people to create some wealth.
That's right.
And some savings out of that.
Exactly.
So I know why everyone is excited to have it. I'm excited to have it. I can't wait to flash it and use it out in the marketplace. So I'm probably a few more months out to get
Awesome.
that. So.
Awesome. Very nice. Well, that does it for another episode of Stock Medic. We're sitting here with Steve Ehrlich from Voyager. Peace out.
So after the interview, Steve also expressed his desire to create a benefit for all essential healthcare workers when they sign up for the Voyager app. This is big, folks. We're going to try to help out with this as we can. So that was it for our interview with Steve Ehrlich of Voyager Digital. I want to thank Steve, and I want to thank Beth and Cindy for putting this great opportunity together for Stockmedics so we can bring this to you guys, our YouTube community. Once again, please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and also in the description below, the Voyager link is there. Get the Voyager link when you sign up and you deposit $100. We both get $25 of free Bitcoin. This is an awesome opportunity. Thanks again for joining us at Stockmedics. You have a good week.